What's up, guys? Today just want to show you this my latest design. I call this thing the Tomoquads Mikro 78. It's the smallest frame I ever designed, and it's actually currently on pre-order right now at tomoquads.com. You see, it's a 78 millimeter quadcopter, really small. I mean, you can see actually while I'm holding it, you can see how small this thing is. And just want to tell you all the parts that I used to build this. Then let's start with the motors. The motors is an 1103 Raystar 8000 kV motors, a 6 amp BL Heli S that's mounted at the bottom. It's actually protected by this bottom plate just to protect the ESC when it falls to the ground, also hits the ground. So, and another one, what is that? The flight controller is a Pico BLX with a built-in PDB and 5-volt BEC. A TX02 IO camera has a 200 milliwatts, and it's pretty good camera actually. I kind of like this thing. It's light, it's small, so it's easy to mount in, especially in this micro builds. The props is a 1935 props from Furious FEB. It's a good props. I mean, I wish I could find a deeper pitch props, so probably try props. But right now, I mean, it serves me pretty good. It works really good. But I wish there's more selection than this. So anyway, I'm using the battery I'm using actually is a 450 milliamp 2S, but I truly suggest using an even smaller milliamp, probably around 300, or try to get the weight below 30 grams. So if you're on the 25 grams or less than 30, you're on the sweet spot. So that is probably the best battery you could use for these kinds of build, because it's really small, it's tiny, the props are small, so I mean, you really need to make this quad as light as possible. So let me show you a quick comparison of this between this Micro 78 and the other one, the very popular one that I built, and it's also at my store. I call it the XBL 117. So you can see the difference in size. The XBL is basically bigger. It's a 117 millimeter, so you can see the size difference. But again, this is way faster than this. But I mean, you can't compete with a bigger prop. So running also on 2S, you guys need to check this thing out. So all right, and here's another one. It's an 85 millimeter. Ducted, not really ducted, but it's a cage quad. I call it cage quad, and it's an 85 millimeter. It looks bigger because it's a cage configuration, but it's only an 85 millimeter, so you see the difference in size. Okay, there's another one. It's not out yet, and probably I would release this thing in probably in 2-3 weeks, or probably within a month. So. But you can see this is the smallest one I have. It's not in production right now, but this is an X frame. As you can see, it's an X frame configuration. It's 74 millimeter. So that's 78, and the one on the right is 74. So you can see the difference in size. Not very much difference actually. All right, but this is the right now, this is the beta version. This is like my prototype actually that I built, and the one of production, the one that I mean, I got a lot of pre-orders already, probably around, no, I'm not gonna say, but yeah, I got so many pre-orders. But the one you guys getting, or for those who pre-ordered, will have a longer lip at the front. This one has a little bit shorter, but still protecting the camera. But the one you're getting actually will be a little bit longer lip, so it has more protection for the camera and even better cutouts. So it should be about 1 to 2 grams lighter than this. And this current configuration with this props, with this camera, everything, like the way it is, it's actually at 49 grams. So I'm expecting the other one should be about 2 grams lighter. So that's the cool thing about making this quad, is because you can actually build it the way you want it. Right now I'm using a TX02 as you can see, but you can add a an Innova VTX if you want. I mean, you still have some space in there on the top of the flight controller. You can do that if you want that. Although, I mean, using Innova will give you an OSD features, but it will be probably about maybe 3 grams heavier than this kind of setup. And also for the receiver, I mounted the receiver actually in between this ESC. It's hidden in there, and you can see the antennas coming out from the side right there. Okay, and you can mount it there if you want to. I'm using AC800 Frisky receiver, but you can mount the receiver on the top if you want to. So it's all up to you actually. You use your imagination. But the main idea in making and building this frame is to keep it as light as possible. Okay, it's a very light quad, but then again, you're limited to the size of props. So it's a very good backyard flyer, an indoor flyer. It will release this thing, and you can download the. I'm gonna upload a free prop guards for this. So anybody that has a printer, you can print it for free, or you can actually download it and send it to a friend or anybody that do offer services for printing. And I suggest doing that on a nylon, so it'll be much stronger. All right. Well, this is it. The next video I would do a quick flight video, and all right. I guess that's about it. Thanks for watching.